How does it sound when you shop at a publicly traded company, you get rewarded with a stock in that publicly traded company? It almost sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? Well, that is what this one app is promising you. Whenever you shop at a publicly traded company like Starbucks or McDonald's, you get stock in that company for free. Hey everybody, Ace here. I'm going to be going over Bits of Stock, which is an app that is rewarding people for shopping at publicly traded companies. I'm going to tell you how to set it up, what it looks like, and give you my take on, is the app worth using or is it really just a scam? Starting off with the setup. The first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to go into your app store and download Bits of Stock. Then once you have that downloaded, you're going to need to sign up for an account. You're just going to do the easy, simple sign up. You're going to sign up with your email address and you're going to verify that you are who you say you are through your email address. And make sure you establish a good password as well. Once you have your account verified and your strong password set up, then you're going to log into the app. The next thing that you're going to need to do once you log into the app is you're going to need to link your bank account to said app. And you might be wondering, why do I have to do this? Well, so that they can verify that you're making these purchases at said publicly traded company, so you can get rewards for that. Once your bank account is linked with the app, you should start seeing your payments that are coming out of your bank account in the History tab. Mine actually wasn't showing up when I first linked my bank account. Within about 24 hours, they say you should see new updated payments pop up on the Histories tab. Well, mine wasn't, so I actually had to reach out to customer service and explain to them the situation. Their customer service got back to me within 24 hours. They looked into the problem and they ended up figuring it out within about a 48-hour time frame. Then 24 hours after that, my account was updated and my recent payments were showing up in the app. Overall, I was actually pleased with the customer service response time and how professional they were, so that's a plus. Now let's go through a couple tabs that you're gonna need to know while in this app. The first tab you're gonna need to know is the landing tab, or the home tab, which is the very first thing you see when you get into the Bits of Stock app. On here, you're gonna see your account value and the total amount of bits of stock that you have is your account value, and then you're gonna see all of the active brands that you can get rewards for on the app. Currently, there are 12 active brands through the Bits of Stock app. And you're gonna see on here what the brand is and then the stock that they're rewarding you with. So for example, you'll have McDonald's rewarded via McDonald's stock. Or you'll have something like Finish Line, which is not a publicly traded company, but it's rewarded via Amazon. Therefore, you're getting Amazon stock for shopping at Finish Line or Finish Line products through Amazon. And then you'll have some others like Google, CVS, or even Lowe's. Now, in their terms of service, Bits of Stock states that the companies will change over time. So the 12 that are listed on the app right now might not always be the 12 that are giving out rewards. And that companies might do short-term promotions throughout their app and give rewards. So for instance, we don't see Starbucks on there, but there might be a random time where Starbucks pops up for 3-4 months, gives rewards, and then disappears again, depending on the time frame of the year. And the reward might change as well. So companies that are on the app right now are not guaranteed, and there is never a guarantee of any certain company that will give rewards through the app. Therefore, if there's a company you really love to shop at, for instance, Walmart, they might never appear on the Bits of Stock app and give you Walmart stock. Some other tabs that are on the app that I'm gonna quickly go over is the Brokerage tab. What this is you're gonna have to set up a brokerage account through the Bits of Stock app. That's with EMC Brokerage, and they state that you need to have at least 20 cents in rewards to be able to open a brokerage account through EMC. And you're gonna need that brokerage account to be able to claim your rewards and then sell them if you want or withdraw them into your bank account. And the last tab on the app is the Settings tab, and this is where you can contact customer service or read through their terms of service. I tested out the app to figure out how the rewards work, how the payment system works. Now let me give you my thoughts on the app. First, let me start off by telling you what I think is really cool about the app. I think it's really cool and it's different that you get free fractional shares from the companies you're shopping at. So for the example I did here is I went to McDonald's and I spent $20 at McDonald's. I got a free 0.0046 shares in McDonald's, which only turns out to be about 10 cents. But that's still free shares from McDonald's that I didn't have to pay for, which I think is really cool. And on top of that, when you're shopping at companies that give dividends, you'll also get paid those dividends from your fractional shares. The app itself is really easy to use. It's got a basic layout, it's easy to log in, it's easy to navigate, it's not that complicated. Now, do I think this app is worth downloading and using? Absolutely not. Let me tell you why. First thing is starting off with the rewards. As you can see in the app, most of the rewards are 0.50% of said reward. So when I spent $20 at McDonald's, I only got 10 cents in rewards. And the reason why this isn't worth it is because you are getting less of a reward than you would with using a credit card. If you have a credit card that gives 1%, 2%, or even 3% cash back at restaurants or purchases, Bits of Stock is actually giving you less of a reward than a credit card would. And the thing with Bits of Stock is that you have to use a debit card for the purchases to show up in your bank account. Since I use a credit union, I have to use my credit union debit card for purchases to show up in the account. If I just use a credit card to buy McDonald's, then when I pay my credit card statement, in my bank account, it just says $500 from Chase Freedom credit card, but it doesn't show that I spent money at McDonald's or one of the reward places on your app. Therefore, there is no double dipping. You can't get your credit card rewards and your Bits of Stock if you use a credit card. You have to use a debit card, which I think sucks. Therefore, it's worth getting your credit card rewards of 1, 2, 3% cash back versus your 0.005% of Bits of Stock or fractional shares. You would be better off taking a 1% cash back from your credit card and using that cash back to buy into your publicly traded company of your choice or that you shop at, rather than using Bits of Stock to get that reward. As well, if you're using a credit card, you can also build your credit score while getting your cash back, but when you're using Bits of Stock, you have to use your debit card and you get less of a reward. But here's the thing, if you're shopping at companies that aren't publicly traded companies, you're not gonna get any rewards for it. So for instance, I shop for my groceries at Aldi or Woodman's. Those aren't publicly traded companies. Therefore, Bits of Stock wouldn't be giving me any rewards whatsoever, but my credit card will still give me at least 1% cash back for shopping at those companies. Lastly, if you go through their terms of service, there is a lot of detail in there. But a couple things I wanted to point out. First off, they don't currently charge any fees for Bits of Stock, but they reserve the right to start charging fees for any types of service that they want in the future. Also, another point that I don't like is you're gonna have to pay taxes on your gifted stock. Whether you're holding that stock for short term or long term, it's still fractional shares. To add on to the taxes, in their terms of service, they state that you acknowledge and agree that you are responsible for determining, paying, withholding, filing, and reporting all taxes and duties on your account. And that's gonna be it for this video, the Bits of Stock app review. I personally will not be using this app going forward for the main reason that you can get better rewards from using a credit card that gives 1, 2, or 3% cash back on top of building your credit score with that credit card. Bits of Stock just doesn't give enough rewards to justify using it, as well as the companies on there aren't a lot to shop at, and ones that I definitely don't shop at consistently or at all. If you like this video or learned anything, please just tap that thumbs up button for me. Subscribe down below for more content and leave me a comment on what you think of this Bits of Stock app and if it's going to be worth it for you to use or not. And until then, I hope to see you in the next video.